Somewhere along the busy Queens Road East in Wan Chai, a glamorous site with a modern outdoor shopping mall and luxurious residential building can be found. The mall is called Lidong Avenue. It is situated on 4 towers of a deluxe private housing development, Avenue. High-end jewelry shops, as well as big cosmetic brands, are well represented in the high-class shopping mall. This dazzling atmosphere is, however, diluting the traditional characteristics of the site. Back to the history, Tung Avenue was previously called Tung Street. It is a local street built in 1950s with town laws for low-income residents. At that time, the printing industry was developed and centralized in Wan Chai district. By the 1970s, the printing shops in Lidong Street started to produce wedding cards, wrap pockets, and Fai Chun. Since then, Lidong Street was known as the wedding card street by locals. The clustering of traditional small businesses which published and manufactured wedding cards and other wedding items created a unique local characteristic. A neighborhood was created by the shops and the tenants living in the townhouse at that time. In 1998, Land Development Corporation, the predecessor of Urban Renewal Authority, announced the Lidong Street and McGregor Street redevelopment project but failed to carry out. In 2003, the Urban Renewal Authority re-announced the redevelopment project as H15. Up to the end of June 2005, more than 85% of affected homeowners on Lidong Street had agreed to accept a compensation offered by the URA. The purchase of land was completed in 2006 and all residents and business operators were forced to move out of the area. In December 2007, the demolition of the street was officially started. In June 2013, the URA announced the Avenue Walk as the new name of the redeveloped mall, which the Chinese name was a pun on the phrase "I love you." At the same time, the application for new commercial rental on the street were began to accept. Wedding City was proposed to be the theme of the street after redevelopment, as a nod to this plan to continue selling wedding-related products. Finally, URA announced the name change to Lidong Avenue in October 2015 using the street's old Chinese name, and the project was finished at the end of the year. Since URA announced the H15 project, echoes are generated from the local residents throughout the whole process. The tenants and shop owners formed the H15 Concern Group in 2004 to provide help for the local community and strive for their own interests. The main concern of the project was the destruction of the characteristic of Wedding Card Street. Dumbbell proposal was suggested as a counter-proposal to maintain local characteristics, but government decided to demolish the street as planned. Not surprisingly, the redevelopment work resulted in widespread criticism upon completion. Public have great contempt due to its failure in sustaining local characteristics. When we enter the street now, it is unlikely to find the traditional townhouse and the original printing businesses. Only a few printing shops can survive due to the high rent after redevelopment. Instead, luxurious chain stores are fit into the space with the high-rise blocks. According to URA, the mission is to strengthen economic fabric, provide better urban environment, benefit the community, and preserve local characteristics. In the case of Lidong Street redevelopment, how successful has URA accomplished their mission in economic, environmental, social, and cultural contexts? From commercial standpoint, Lidong Avenue is certainly a successful story. The housing development project Avenue has created 14,015 residential flats in total within 4 blocks. In 2014, the price of a residential unit of about 6,000 square feet is ranging from 10 to 15 million. It is a very high potential housing development which boosts up the real estate transactions in Hong Kong. Moreover, it produced 9,405 square meters of commercial spaces which promoted economic activities. After redevelopment, there are street performances and festival events held in the central piazza in Lidong Avenue. Shops and entertainments in Lidong Avenue stimulated tourism. Redevelopment in Lidong Street have also brought improvement in the street environment. The public area turned into a clean and sanitized place with green elements. landscaped open space, roofed gardens, vertical greening, and street planting are incorporated into Litung Street project. There is a large open space on the 5th floor. The provision of green features is successful in delivering a high quality of living environment through environmentally friendly urban renewal. Also, evolving the street into a pedestrian area is enhancing the safety use of the streets. However, you are failed to benefit the community originally staying in Litung Street. The social network of the local community was being destroyed. All the residents and business owners in the Litung Street were forced out of the area in order to carry out construction work. But they are not able to come back to the initial neighborhood upon the end of the project due to the escalated housing price and rent of shops. Cultural impact is the most controversial topic in the case of Litung Street project. URA addressed the Wedding City as a theme of the redevelopment to preserve local culture of Wedding Car Street. Additionally, 3 townlots were preserved with provision of 89 square meters of traditional wedding museum. But the public blamed that the original spirit of the place is already diluted. The majority of townlots were demolished and developed into high-end private housing. Buildings with European-style architectural facade are incorporated. The business spaces have been changed into cosmetic and jewelry shops. It is unlikely to find any clues of the history of Wedding Car Street from Litung Avenue. Dr. Li Hu-yin, a professional of architectural conservation, was moved into Wan Chai since 1992, and he has a strong feeling for the Litung Street project. He expressed his negative view towards the project.
整出嚟嗰啲喜慶，所謂嗰啲好似好興嘅嘢，都係一種 marketing 嘅手法，我哋賣嘢俾你啫，吸引你咧嚟做顧客啫。咁嗰度有冇社區？睇唔到喎，因為下邊鋪田都全部都係嗰啲商鋪嚟嘅。
Learning from the Litung Street project, planning is a major solution in reaching a better development in Hong Kong. Employing economic development as a major premise, we can carry out conservation at the same time by changing our mono development into a diversified strategy. Instead of only aspiring on large-scale development, we should also perform middle-scale and small-scale development. In middle and small-scale projects, conservation can be exercised together. In this way, the urban environment can be evolved gradually.